It's your boy Atlantic City.
And this time we're taking a look at Michael Willis. Oh, fuck it. This what you wanted, right? You want a generic white male at the bottom of the screen. You don't give a fuck about Michael Willis. Who gives a fuck about Michael Willis? But before we dive into it, Dear Kayla, Love Lorne, that's every Monday here on Atlantic City. What's Dear Kayla, Love Lorne? Well, if you don't know, it's the longest love letter that any man has ever written to a girl that he believed was 13. Now, what else we got popping over here on Atlantic City? Well, let me tell you something. Y'all remember Interrogation of a Predator? Well, that shit coming back. New season in November. I don't know who it's going to be yet. And y'all are going to get to vote on who will be covered in the next season of Interrogation of a Predator. Stay tuned for that. That's coming in November once Dear Kayla, Love Lorne goes on hiatus after November 15th. And a look at, that's every Tuesday. Can't forget about that. But this is a look at Revisited. And this time, we're taking another look at Michael Willis, generic white male. Dive on in.
Hey, come on in!
As for the cameras inside the house, there are 8.
Coming your way. Move.
Watch this man.
He's in the kitchen.
From the moment he walks in the door, his every move is caught on tape, although he doesn't know it yet.
He's coming into the living room. Chris has him.
What are you doing here today?
Is this some kind of setup or something?
What do you mean?
I'm just on my way to the beach.
He's Michael Willis, screen name Generic White Male. He's almost 50 years
He's
old
beach
and
ready.
he's been chatting online with a girl who calls herself Jolanda and who says she's 15. He lies to her about his age, typing, "I'm 30. You probably don't want me around you. I'm cute though, built good." Then he says,
"We'd have to keep us a secret because of the age difference. Younger girls like you don't come along often."
Younger girls like you don't come along often. That might explain why he took such a risk and went to pay the visit to the beach. Now let's be real, for his age, considering his age, he's kind of cute. And, dare I say it, built good. I mean, come on, he's got a beach body. He's beach body ready. He's ready to jump out there. Start smacking around volleyballs. He's ready to jump into the volleyball game. Alright, he's ready to take that team to the next level. Generic white male. Volleyball star.
I'd want you again and again.
Then he sends an online picture of his penis to the girl who told him she was 15.
And how did you meet her?
Well, of course, online.
You act like I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a common thing now.
Just to meet young girls online.
No, meet any women online.
Then I remind Generic White Male that Jolanda told him she was 15.
What? No way.
You know, I have the transcript.
What? No way.
That Jolanda told him she was 15.
What? No way.
You know, I have the transcript of your conversation with Jolanda.
You know what? I don't want this cookie. I just want to get to the beach.
Come here, fuck
one
that
second,
cookie.
sir.
Man, the beach is waiting.
You know what? I don't want this cookie. I just want to get to the beach.
Come here, just 1 second, sir.
But Generic White Male won't be going to the beach today.
Oh,
As
no.
he heads out the
No
back,
beach?
he stumbles off the porch right into the arms of the Fort Myers Police Department.
Stumbles.
The police quickly take him down to the ground. In Florida, where it's relatively easy to get a permit to carry a concealed weapon, these officers aren't taking any chances.
The best thing to do is...
What's the best thing to do? The motherfucker didn't tell me. What happened? Man, I'm never gonna know what the best thing to do is. I guess it's a good thing I got another set of footage. Hell yeah. Here we go. Let's take a peek.
To catch a predator.
We've been investigating the national epidemic of grown men using the internet to solicit underage teens for sex. As more and more parents become aware of the dangers, so have lawmakers in Washington. Good evening, I'm Stone Phillips.
And I'm Ann Curry. Both houses of Congress have now passed a bill to create the first nationwide registry for sex offenders, which in many states includes online sex predators.
This time we take our hidden cameras to Florida. We thought we'd seen and heard just about everything, but what we found there surprised even our own Chris Hansen. A reminder, some of what you'll see is explicit.
Hey, come on in. I made some cookies. They're on the table. Take a seat.
This 49-year-old man and the teenager talking to him have never met before. He probably believes she's the 15-year-old he's been chatting online with for the last week and a half.
Hey, I just had to
Well,
change
wouldn't
my
you,
shirt
Chris?
real quick, but just come in
Who
and
the
watch some
fuck
TV.
would you
I'll be
think
right
it
there.
was?
Okay.
What he doesn't know is she's really a
I just had to change my shirt real quick, but just come in and watch some TV. I'll be right there.
Okay.
What he doesn't know is she's really a 19-year-old actress we hired to be a decoy, and he has just walked into a Dateline hidden camera investigation.
What?
Come on in over
No
here.
way.
Have a seat there. Hungry? How does it taste?
Great. Wow. These are home baked?
You have time to finish your cookie, or?
Not really.
Okay, so you're good. If I ask you a couple questions, have a
What's
seat
wrong
there.
with the cookie, man? It's good enough to ask if it's home baked, but it's not good enough to finish it?
19-year-old actress we hired to be a decoy, and he has just walked into a Dateline hidden camera investigation.
Come on in over here. Have a seat there. Hungry? How does it taste?
Great. Wow. These are home baked?
Do you want time to finish your cookie, or?
Not really.
Okay, so you're good. If I ask you a couple questions.
It's the latest in our continuing series of investigations into online sex predators. For the first time, we're in the South, Fort Myers, Florida. Hilton Daniels is Fort Myers Chief of Police.
I've had a lot of parents call me and say, hey, I've caught my kid talking to someone over the internet. I've had my kids slip out of the house and go meet someone. What do I do?
While searching for a way to help parents and children in his community, Chief Daniels says he saw one of our previous broadcasts and had an idea.
We decided, well, let's get a hold of Perverted Justice and have them teach us how to do this operation.
We're trying to make contact and get an update right now.
Perverted Justice, an online watchdog group Dateline has been working with during each of our computer predator investigations. Its members are experts at pretending to be kids online and on the phone.
Yeah, you sound nice.
Dateline hired Perverted Justice members to do what they've been doing for the last 4 years.
Oh, they did.
Perverted Justice.
That's cool and all, but where's generic white
in
male?
a car, every move is caught on tape. As for it covers the street from both sides, able to spot a potential predator's car a block before he arrives.
Knocking on the back door, call out.
Hey, come on in.
As for the cameras inside the house, there are 8.
Coming your way, move.
Watch this man.
He's in the kitchen.
From the moment he walks in the door, his every move is caught on tape, although he doesn't know it yet.
He's coming into the living room. Chris has him.
What are you doing here today?
Is this some kind of setup or something?
What do you mean?
I'm just on my way to the beach.
He's Michael Willis, screen name GenericWhiteMale. He's almost 50 years old, and he's been chatting online with a girl who calls herself Jolanda and who says she's 15. He lies to her about his age, typing, I'm 30. You probably don't want me around you. I'm cute, though. Built good. Then he says,
We'd have to keep us a secret because of the age difference. Younger girls like you don't come along often. I'd want you again and again.
Then he sends an online picture of his penis.
Okay. So that strikes me again.
Built good.
You don't come along often. Young girls don't come along often. Especially at that age. I'm sure they don't. So he saw an opportunity and he tried, He tried.
Then he says,
We'd have to keep us a secret because of the age difference. Younger girls like you don't come along often. I'd want you again and again.
Then he sends an online picture of his penis to the girl who told him she was 15.
And how did you meet her?
Well, of course, online.
You act like I should know that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a common thing now.
Just to meet young girls online.
No, meet any women online.
Then I remind generic white male that Jolanda told him she was 15.
What? No way.
You know, I have the transcript of your conversation with Jolanda.
You know what? I don't want this cookie. I just want to get to the beach.
Come here, just 1 second, sir.
But generic white male won't be going to the beach today. As he heads out the back, he stumbles off the porch right into the arms of the Fort Myers Police Department. The police quickly take him down to the ground. In Florida, where it's relatively easy to get a permit to carry a concealed weapon, these officers aren't taking any chances.
The best thing to do is, as quickly as possible, was to get this person on the ground with their hands behind him and handcuffs.
Boy, that's a butt chin having motherfucker right there. Look at that. Look at the chin on that motherfucker, boy. Ooh.
He's taken away in an unmarked police vehicle and brought to this transfer station. Generic white male's car is searched.
There's some condoms and things like that in there.
And he's put into a marked police car and taken to jail. The next morning, he's brought before a judge, and bail is set.
So it'll be a composite bond of $40,000. That's all.
Sometimes the police make an arrest and don't have time to take the guy away and have to hold him until they can make a second arrest, and they'll take both of the guys to be questioned.
Don't have a choice.
Prosecuted, and that's what happened.
Hey, I was lied to. I thought we were gonna. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. I did that the whole fucking time. What the fuck? Well, goddamn. I was promised 8 minutes of footage, and well, fuck. I only got about 7. False advertising is never cool, man. You never know who it's gonna hurt. Alright. I'm gonna, I guess I'm gonna try to get his chat log. Let's see what's popping in the chat log. I guess that is how you spell his name. That's fucked up. Somebody fucked up at the hospital. Is his chat log not on perverted justice? What's going on here? Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Why wasn't generic white male convicted? Alright, let's see what someone said. From the Temple of TCAP. That's not my style. I recently rewatched the footage of Michael. I don't want this cookie Willis. How the hell was this guy not convicted? He straight up says in the chat log that he'll have to keep the underage girl a secret because he'll want her again and again. He sends her a penis pic, then confessed to the police during his interrogation. What more evidence could the prosecution possibly ask for? I've read on several websites that he may have gotten off because he said he knew it was a setup. I don't buy that. I know of plenty other predators who said the same thing. Can I rape you anally, for instance? And they were ultimately convicted. If someone replies, because he was cute, built good, I'm going to fucking scream. This was the greatest mystery of TCAP. I believe, a mystery. I believe one of our community contacted the powers that be regarding Bug Eye, but the answer, hey, it's Beachbody, not Bug Eye. But the answer was vague to me. I even pestered the clowns at PJ, but never got an answer. Perhaps they are hiding a major fuck-up on their part regarding him. Joey Jeremiah emailed Willis's lawyer recently and got the answer. His lawyer successfully attacked the methods and credibility of perverted justice. Also, perverted justice would not comply with a court order to hand over their hard drives, likely because their hard drives contained child porn that they had been sent by predators. Thomas Moffat, whoever the fuck, had the same lawyer and escaped conviction for the same reasons. Thomas Moffat. We're going to have to put his name in the pot. In the hat. So, a bit of a mystery here, hey? Nice. Or maybe not nice. So, I was definitely down to take a dive into the chat log. But, I'm not seeing it. How could this be? Oh well, it's always something. Well, I guess I did do what I set out to do. And I set out to take another look at Generic White Male Michael Willis, and I guess I did that. Now when it comes to this beach-going bastard, I can't dive into the chat log, so I can't really make a... even if I read something from the chat log, it would still just be speculation on my part. I mean, we're all guessing what would have happened, what would he have done, would he do it again, has he done it again, all that type of shit. But I feel like, here on a look at, you sometimes get a better look at what the fuck's going on when you take a gander at the chat log. Here we can't do that, so we're just basing the little snippets of the chat log that we got, courtesy of Chris. And we're seeing what the fuck going on with the footage. He's clearly a sketchy bastard.
Birds at pretending to be kids online and our community into it.
Now where'd it go?
Only will
Watch this man.
He's in the kitchen.
From the moment he walks in the door, his every move is caught on tape, although he doesn't know it yet.
He's coming into the living room. Chris has him.
What are you doing here today?
Now, I don't know. I think, had there not been To Catch a Predator there, had there been a 15-year-old girl there, I think Generic White Male would have definitely been down. Would definitely have been down to do something. But would any real 15-year-old girl let Generic White Male do anything? And that's the key word here, let. Now do you think Generic White Male would have forced himself had there been a 15-year-old girl there? And I think that answer is no. I don't see it in Michael. I don't see him forcing himself on anyone. That's just me. I don't know, maybe you're picking up a different vibe, but I'm not catching that. So the likelihood of him actually going that far, I think is really unlikely, even if there had been a real 15-year-old girl there. Even if Jolanda was real. I still don't think anything would have happened, because, what 15-year-old girl is gonna... What 30-year-old girl? What 35-year-old girl? What 38-year-old girl? What 42-year-old girl is gonna get down with Generic White Male? Yeah, he's cute. Yeah, he's built good, but sometimes that's just not enough. And in this case, it's not enough. Now, would he reoffend? Hey, I don't know. Maybe he has. For all I know, he's reoffended 6 times, but I don't know. If you know, let me know. I would appreciate the knowledge. But I don't really think, even if he did attempt, like I said, What 30-year-old, what 35-year-old, what 38-year-old, what 42-year-old, don't make me do it again. I did it anyway. None of them gonna give him any play. So even if he actually did attempt to reoffend on the internet and meet another young girl that maybe wasn't a sting operation, I still don't think he would have gotten very far. But I don't know. That's just me. What do you think about Michael Willis, generic white male? Let me know down in those comments. This your boy, Atlantic City. I guess I'm going to get the fuck up out of here. This was a look at Revisited. Generic white male. Interrogation of a Predator. New season in November. You already know, dear Kayla, love Lorne. That's every Monday. A look at on Tuesdays, and this was a look at Revisited. I'm going to throw those out on Thursdays. And for those wondering what the fuck's going on with Crime City, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I don't know. Not prepared enough, because these I want to be scripted videos, not where I can just hop on and watch some footage or read some chat log that's already provided for me. This is shit that there's nothing for me to read. There's nothing for me to look at. This is shit that I got to put together. So I'm trying to do the Summer Wells case. I want to do the Summer Wells case, but I was hoping by the time that Crime City had started, that the Summer Wells case would have progressed in some sort of way, whether it be, you know, in a good way or in a bad way. At least the case is solved. There's some answers. People know what went down, but we still are in the dark about Summer Wells. So, but you know, and I've dangled some other cases around, like the Murdaugh murders, or you know, or even Gabby Petito, and even in that case, I'm thinking, hey, maybe should wait a little bit, see what the fuck pops off with Brian, you know, before we get into that, because I haven't really dove that deep into these cases, and next to the Chris Watts case, which is something that I have been deeply wrapped up in for a long time, since 2018. Maybe not right after the crime, but it was like a month or two, maybe, or maybe the first month, something like that, after the crime had happened, some shit like that. It wasn't right after, but it was right after, damn near. But as far as other cases that I'm been deeply invested in, Summer Wells is the case that I think, you know what, you know enough. I have looked at the Murdaugh shit. I've studied some Murdaugh shit, or Murdoch, whatever the fuck. But I don't feel like I have enough knowledge to really put together a video yet. So I wanted to do Stephen Stainer, but that's kind of like an old ass case at this point. Same with Ken Rex McElroy. I want to do that. Or McElroy. I want to do Ken Rex McElroy, but I don't want to just do another video where I summarize. Not another video, because I haven't done one really like that. But any video you look up for Ken Rex McElroy, you're going to find someone just reciting the case. I don't want to do that. I want to dive deeper into the case. I want to try to figure out why he did what he did, or in the Stephen Stainer case, why did Parnell do what he did, and dive into the different layers of the family aspect. So these are ideas, and these are definitely cases that I'm going to get to, because these are cases that I'm very familiar with, and that's how I want to do this Crime City shit. Is I want to be, you know, I want to be well versed. I don't want to talk about a case that I don't even know nothing about. So yeah, Crime City's still a thing. It's not done or nothing. It's coming. But until then, for the weeks that I don't have a Crime City, I will put out a look at Revisited on Thursdays that I don't have a Crime City. So yeah, that's about it. This your boy Atlantic City. I'm going to get the fuck up out of here. I'm going to catch you next time. Goodbye.